Top 10 famous foods in Tokyo you must try. Imagine walking to the bright streets of Tokyo, surrounded by neon lights, ancient temples, busy train stations, and thousands of restaurants. But there's one thing that makes exploring Tokyo even more exciting: the food. Tokyo is one of the greatest food cities in the world. From tiny ramen shops hidden in narrow streets to world-famous sushi restaurants, Japanese cuisine offers an incredible combination of fresh ingredients, traditional techniques, and unforgettable flavors. Today, we're exploring 10 of the most famous foods you should try in Tokyo. So let's begin our delicious journey through Japan's incredible capital. Number 10, yakitori. Let's start with one of Tokyo's favorite street and casual foods, yakitori. Yakitori is made from small pieces of chicken grilled over charcoal on bamboo skewers. Different parts of the chicken can be used, including thigh, breast, wings, skin, and even chicken meatballs. The skewers are usually seasoned with salt or a sweet and savory sauce called tear. What makes yakitori special is the grilling process. The charcoal gives the chicken a smoky aroma while keeping the inside tender and juicy. You'll often find yakitori restaurants around busy areas such as Shinjuku and Shibuya, where people stop for food after work or while exploring the city. It's simple, affordable, and incredibly satisfying. Number 9, tempura. Next is tempura, one of Japan's most famous culinary creations. Tempura consists of seafood or vegetables coated in a light batter and quickly fried until the outside becomes incredibly crisp. You might find shrimp, squid, fish, eggplant, sweet potato, mushrooms, or other seasonal vegetables prepared as tempura. Unlike heavy fried foods, good tempura is surprisingly light. The batter should be thin and delicate, allowing the natural flavor of the ingredient to remain the star. In Tokyo, you can find everything from casual tempura restaurants to traditional establishments that have perfected the technique over generations. Number 8, tonkatsu. If you love crispy food, tonkatsu is something you should definitely try. Tonkatsu is a breaded and deep-fried pork cutlet. The pork is coated with breadcrumbs called panko, then fried until golden and crispy. It's usually served with shredded cabbage, rice, miso soup, and a rich tonkatsu sauce. The contrast between the crunchy outside and tender meat inside makes it extremely popular. Tokyo has countless restaurants specializing in tonkatsu, and each restaurant may have its own preferred cut, cooking technique, and sauce. Number 7, Japanese curry. You might be surprised to learn that Japanese curry is completely different from many other types of Asian curry. Japanese curry is usually thicker, milder, and slightly sweet. It's commonly served over steamed rice and can include vegetables and meat. One of the most popular versions is katsu curry, which combines crispy tonkatsu with Japanese curry and rice. It's comforting, filling, and especially popular as an everyday meal. For travelers, Japanese curry is also an easy introduction to Japanese comfort food. Number 6, takoyaki. Now let's move to one of Japan's most famous street foods, takoyaki. These small, round balls are made from a soft wheat-based batter and traditionally filled with pieces of octopus. They're cooked in special round molds until the outside becomes lightly crispy, while the inside remains soft and creamy. Takoyaki is usually topped with sweet savory sauce, mayonnaise, bonito flakes, and green seaweed. Watching vendors prepare takoyaki is part of the experience. The hot balls are constantly turned with small picks until they become perfectly round. Although takoyaki is strongly associated with Osaka, you can easily find it throughout Tokyo. Number 5, ramen. Now we reach one of Japan's most internationally famous foods, ramen. Tokyo is home to countless ramen shops, and each one can offer a completely different experience. A bowl of ramen usually contains noodles served in a flavorful broth with toppings such as sliced pork, green onions, seaweed, bamboo shoots, and a soft-boiled egg. Tokyo-style ramen is often associated with a soy sauce-based broth known as shoyu ramen. But you'll also find miso, salt-based, rich pork-based, and many modern variations. The best part about ramen is that every restaurant can have its own secret recipe. Some shops have only a few seats, while others are modern restaurants with highly specialized menus. For many visitors, eating a steaming bowl of ramen in Tokyo becomes one of the most memorable parts of their trip. Number 4, Wagyu beef. Coming in at number 4 is Wagyu beef. Wagyu is famous around the world for its incredible marbling. the delicate layers of fat distributed throughout the meat. This marbling gives the beef a rich flavor and exceptionally tender texture. In Tokyo, you can experience Wagyu in many different forms, including grilled slices, steak, yakiniku, and other traditional preparations. High-quality Wagyu can be expensive, but for many food lovers, it's considered a special Japanese culinary experience. When prepared correctly, the meat can be incredibly soft and flavorful. Number 3. Sushi. Of course, no list of Tokyo's famous foods will be complete without sushi. Tokyo has a deep connection with sushi, particularly Idome sushi, a style that developed in the city when it was known as Edo. Traditional Idome sushi uses carefully prepared seafood and vinegared rice. Fresh fish such as tuna, sea bream, and other seasonal varieties can be served as individual pieces of sushi. One of the most fascinating things about sushi is its simplicity. There may only be a small amount of fish and rice on the plate, but behind that simplicity are years of training, careful knife work, ingredient selection, and attention to temperature and texture. In Tokyo, you can find sushi everywhere, from affordable conveyor belt restaurants to highly specialized traditional sushi counters. Number 2, soba. Before we reveal our number 1 food, let's talk about soba. Soba noodles are traditionally made from buckwheat and have a distinctive earthy flavor. They can be served either cold with a dipping sauce or hot in a flavorful broth. Soba has been part of Japanese food culture for centuries and remains popular in modern Tokyo. One of the most enjoyable ways to experience soba is to visit a traditional noodle restaurant and watch the simple dish being prepared with precision. It's healthy, flavorful, and deeply connected to Japanese culinary traditions. Number 1, sushi and Tokyo's seafood culture. And for our number 1 spot, we're returning to the food that has become one of Tokyo's greatest culinary symbols. Sushi, especially the city's incredible seafood culture. Tokyo's historic fish markets helped shape the city's relationship with seafood. For generations, chefs have focused on freshness, seasonality, presentation, and technique. Today, Tokyo remains one of the world's most exciting destinations for sushi lovers. From casual neighborhood restaurants to high-end sushi counters, there are endless ways to experience this iconic Japanese cuisine. But sushi is more than just raw fish and rice. It represents patience, craftsmanship, tradition, and respect for ingredients. And that's what makes eating sushi in Tokyo such a special experience. Conclusion: Tokyo's food culture is much bigger than these 10 dishes. From sizzling yakitori and crispy tempura to comforting ramen, premium Wagyu, traditional soba, and world-famous sushi, the city offers something for almost every kind of food lover. What makes Tokyo truly special is the attention to detail. Even a simple bowl of noodles or a small grilled skewer can be prepared with incredible care. Food here isn't simply about eating. It's about tradition, craftsmanship, quality, and experience. So the next time you visit Tokyo, don't just explore its skyscrapers, temples, and famous neighborhoods. Take a seat at a small restaurant. Try something you've never tasted before, and experience Tokyo through its food. Because sometimes the best way to understand a city is not by looking at it, but by tasting it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating travel documentaries, famous cities, incredible landmarks, and unforgettable food experiences from around the world.